Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for the preview to Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal in the third round of the FA Cup. I've got Marley, my resident regular, with us. How are you doing?
Doing well, mate. As well as I was doing a half hour ago.
Wicked.
How are you?
I'm alright, man. I'm doing okay. And we've got a Nottingham Forest fan. Want to big him up. Does stuff on YouTube. We'll get him to explain that as well. Des Oldham from DO Daily. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good, thank you. I'm going to chat about the game today. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting the game back on and seeing if we can knock you out again.
Yeah, I mean, like, just want to quickly, before I'll get into the comments first, before we ask quickly. Feeling bored, mate. Can't choose which channel I should watch. Everyone's quiet tonight for a Saturday, man. Is it really? So make sure you share the stream then and see if we can get some more people watching tonight. If it's all quiet, if it is all quiet, that'd be really appreciated. Guessing this one will do, as you're a legend, Steven. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate that. Big up Josh as well in the chat. Des, I want to ask, what do you do on DO Daily YouTube channel? What do you do in terms of content?
Yeah, so I don't actually talk about football on my YouTube channel as much as I love football and tune into you guys and listen to what you lot are doing. I actually talk about I'm into activity and well-being, so it's a bit of mental health. It's not full on. It's not like I'm trying to be technical. I try and do it in a relatable way. So I'll go out and about, walking around where I live. I live close to the city ground, so I live close to the River Trent as well. So I'll be up and down the Trent, talking about the way I do things. Encouraging a bit of activity. I am into my running and keeping fit. So just trying to find ways of dealing with things that we all have to deal with every day. I've had to deal with sort of upset and family issues, you know what I mean? And then at other times I experience really good things, and I just try and talk about it and make everybody aware that it's okay when it's not quite going so well, and when it is going so well, just to be sort of with it, you know what I mean, and not get too carried away.
I mean, that's like something I really want to see. I mean,
it's about 5 or 10 minutes. It's only about 10 minutes every day. I do it Monday to Friday at 8 o'clock. So it's just somewhere where people could check in, and see that somebody else who's normal, I'm just a normal person, just doing what everyone else and experiencing what everybody else has to experience.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. Give me just a second. I'm just going to quickly put this on a 20-minute. So if anyone wants to participate, you would have to be subscribed to the channel. So if you want to take part in the chat, you can watch it. But if you want to take part in the chat, then it's now got subscribers mode on it. So make sure you subscribe if you want to be part of the chat. But I think like that's incredible sort of thing to do, because especially with the COVID pandemic the way it is, like, we're all struggling, I think, mentally with things. Obviously, if you don't know about the channel, obviously, my channel, what we do is the great thing we do is not just, though we talk about Arsenal and F1 content, we raise awareness of liver disease, and because I was born with liver disease, and I've had 6 liver transplants in my lifetime, spleen removal, I've had a kidney taken out as well, and so, like, I use my sort of story to, and also as well as my football, not F1 opinions, to try and sort of inspire people to do the same thing, to make the same, to be able to achieve what they want in life. To see if I'm being able to do this, they can go out and be able to do whatever they want. So like, and I think that's a great thing. Like with people that got stories like like mine, is that you can inspire other people to be able to go further and achieve something. So especially in this time, because it's such a like dark time in the world at the minute with the pandemic and that.
And that's why I started it, just to because I'd been through a bit of rubbish 5 years ago. Nothing. Again, I use myself as an example on the video. I'm quite open and honest. And then when COVID hit, you feel those bad things creeping back in, and it's just about doing things like walking and running and little things to try and stay on top of things. Make more of what you do. I actually started in COVID purely for that reason.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we could all. I mean, Marley. What? I mean, obviously, Football United TV as well, but we do talk about a lot. I mean, we don't just raise awareness about liver disease on here as well. We talk about mental health as well. We talk about asthma awareness. We do all raise awareness of. Though the money goes to Children's Liver Disease Foundation, the awareness goes to all sorts of channels. We do a liver awareness show, and basically what the show is, as much as it's about liver awareness, and we, like the last stream, we talk about the recent updates I've just had on my health, which have been a bit scary. We use it to raise awareness about other conditions and other problems as well. Don't we? And Marley's obviously been a close friend of ours with the channel and has helped us out with it. So he's got a big part to play in this.
Nate, that's when I needed Steven, he was definitely there for me. So it's very much so reciprocated. I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce that word right. I think you guys are
reciprocated.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, man. That's what friendship is, right? And I'm very glad that in something as futile as social media, we can find not only like special bonds like this, but also special places like your channel. I actually just checked it out and subscribed. Because it's I didn't know it, but I think it's very admirable what you're doing. I can't speak English today for some reason, guys. I apologize.
Yeah, you gotta forgive him. He's part Portuguese, so you gotta forgive him. Oh, sorry, Brazilian. Sorry.
Neat. What? I just said we're friends. What just happened there?
I have no idea.
You don't want to say I'm Argentinian next? What the hell? Yeah, Steven's Australian, by the way.
All right, mate. Right, would you like some sausage on your barbie? So yeah, if you haven't checked his YouTube channel, it's not usually like it's pinned up in the title so you can get to, but the link is in the description below. So if you want to find him, go click the click the link below and subscribe. Let's go through some more of these comments. Evening, guys. Hope you're well. Big up James as usual. It's going to be interesting to see what players are available tomorrow. Big up everyone. Nothing but love since day one. Not just about football. Friends, mate, support with. Yeah, man. Definitely. Hope I've given back. Yeah, you have, man. Always. Like, resident, like, Gunnar. Even if you have been Arteta, right? Like, dictator Steven having no. Yeah, he's got this thing about saying I'm a dictator and I've got no. I bribe him on streams and shit. And right, shut up, I'll pay you later. Yeah,
my payment's late, by the way.
You didn't ask for one. But and plus you belong to another channel. Like what am I doing? But anyway, yeah. But like I said, it's all nothing but love, and like we all, as much as we share about opinions on football and F1, we just try and make sure we raise as much money as we can for the charity. So if anyone could smash the like button, subscribe, become a member, like James and King Sait are right now in the chat. They're both members with that little marker there. So please do go into the hit the join button below. From as little as $1.99 a month, it's less than a McDonald's. Level 2 is even less than a McDonald's at $4.99 a month. Right, once we get enough Featley Warrior members, we'll be able to start doing members only live streams where we will talk about it'll be like a Q&A, talk about anything. So I really want to grow that. So if you can do that, really do appreciate it. But do smash the like, subscribe, and do share the stream to help try and get more people involved. So, but moving on, obviously Nottingham Forest, they're doing well. I'd say they're doing decently in the Championship right now. They're currently. Let's have a look at Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest in the table. You are currently in the table. If it let me show you, no, it's not going to. What's that?
We're 8th at the moment.
Yeah. There you go. There we go. Now I found it. So yeah, you're 9th now.
No,
Sorry.
no.
Yeah, you're 9th in the Championship. So I'll just quickly share the screen. So you're currently 9th in the Championship. You are 1.5 points. 3rd, 4th, 5th. So yeah, you are 6 points off the playoff zone. So only 2 wins away from the playoff zone. Lost the last 2 games, but out the last 5 games you won 3. What are your chances? Looking at that, what are your chances of getting into the playoffs? Is it something that you think you guys could reach at all?
Yeah, I'm still really confident. Since Steve Cooper came in, when after 7 games, we actually had only lost 1 game in 16 before those 2 defeats. So those 2 defeats had come in the last 2 games, which there was always going to come. We was always going to have a little bit of a blip. We've won a lot of games. We've not been brilliant in a lot of them. We've won a lot where we've had to his tactics have taken over. And the last manager and the one before was accused of being a one-trick pony, no plan B. But Cooper's come in, and after his first 15 games, if the season was based on that, I know it's not, it's all hypothetical, but we would have been top of the league, even above Bournemouth, West Brom, and things like that over that period. And then we went to Middlesbrough on Boxing Day. Got beat quite well. They turned us over a little bit. We weren't very good. And then it was just a case of bouncing back at home to Huddersfield, and we got beat again. Huddersfield were in good form as well. So I just think what we've got to do now is come out of this little blip quite strong. Go again. We did get beat by Fulham. We got a 4-0 defeat after about 6 or 7 games under Cooper, and we then didn't lose for 10. So we need to go on a similar kind of run, and I still think we'll do it. I think we're strengthening the team in January. We've made another signing today, Canadian fullback. Your guy's gone back. Tutu. You've had him back off.
Yeah. He's come back this. Yeah.
Good player, but he's just a bit injury prone. He's only played 4 games for us in half a season because he's got dodgy hamstrings. But we've signed a fullback. We've signed Steve Cook. We're looking at some experienced Championship players, and I think on that basis, I'm really confident that we'll make the playoffs still.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you did make it. Because I think, like, you guys have done well under him so far. And no wonder the confidence is building around there, which probably makes our game probably more difficult. What would you say, like, in terms of the FA Cup now, is it something that you'd like to see go on maybe a good cup run to try and build on, or you really want to just focus on trying to get... Because, to be honest, if you get through the playoffs, it's probably much more financially rewarding, but also rewarding the fact you get in the Premier League. So, would you sacrifice the FA Cup to try and get a push into the into the Prem?
Yeah, to some degree, but I always think that if you win games like this, especially if you've got a strong team out, the first team
Mm-hmm.
maybe, if they get through games like this, then it's just going to build momentum and confidence, isn't it? Arsenal's a massive challenge for us. I'm not going to sort of play that down. The golfing classes, we all know what it is, and 8 or 9 times out of 10, Arsenal would win this game. We've got to hope it's the second time now, but it's it. I like it when teams who are winning just go out and play the same teams, and that's what Cooper does. He's got a strong 11, and outside that, that's why we've picked up a couple of defeats because we're suffering with COVID and injuries. So I think if we can get a strong team out, we can get a great result against Arsenal. Whether we actually win or get a draw or whatever we do, just get something positive going. I think the cup's important to sort of assist what we're doing in the league. I think it's definitely important. I've been frustrated in Forest for a long time now because we've been a bit of a middle of the road championship team who don't take the cup seriously. For me, if you're going to be stuck in the middle of the championship, have a good go at the cups. Put your best team out. Try and catch these Premiership teams when they weaken themselves. Try and catch them off guard a little bit. I remember back about 5 or 6 years, Sheffield United in the Championship getting to the semi-finals of both competitions and things like that. And that's what I want Forest to be. We are a big club and we get accused of still thinking we're bigger than we are. But if we get to a couple of semi-finals, we can kind of prove that. But we don't. We tend to give up on the cup and then fall away in the league as well. So that's my feelings on
that. We got Luca in the building as well. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, well, I'm good, man. Sorry I was a bit late. I had to do a few things before I came on. But no, I'm very good, man, and I hope you keep them well.
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, looking into this game, last time we played Nottingham Forest, I think it was at 4-2 defeat, wasn't it? When we played Saka for his one and only game in that game, made him captain.
Are you on about the FA Cup, or do you mean the FA Cup in general? Do you mean in all competition?
I meant the FA Cup in general. I mean, no, the last time we played them was when we lost 4-2.
The FA Cup, yes. Yeah.
Last time we played them in the FA Cup.
We beat them 5-0.
No, last time we played them in the FA Cup, yeah, that's what I meant in the FA Cup. Last time we played them in the FA Cup, we lost 4-2. But then, obviously, last time we played them
Yes, we did.
In general, we beat them 5-0. So, but that was under Emery. I mean, obviously, times moved on. It'd be puzzling for Arsenal what they do because we're in a race for top 4 by a mile. Arteta needs to prove he can do it. Whether he can do it, I don't know. That's going to come later in the season for me, whether it comes down to it or not.
Yeah.
But I'll ask Marley, how do you see Arsenal's situation going into this? Do Arsenal need to still be strong in the FA Cup, Marley, or do you still or Arsenal should be really trying to focus on getting that full spot? It's kind of a lot more do you go for the FA Cup as a trophy or do you go for top 4? And it's kind of like that debate. But what do you say, Marley?
I think Arteta is going to try to win the cups. I think he's gonna go for it, as you said, and he's going to go for top 4, as you said. I'm not sure he'll accomplish any of that, but I definitely hope so. I think we're gonna be resting players often in the FA Cup, depending on who the opposition is. Right now, it'd be kind of foolish to have us play both Xhaka and Lokonga, right? So we're expecting to see some youngsters playing, but I still feel like he's gonna try. I still expect us to be big favorites tomorrow, even though we rest a couple of players.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that completely. Big up, Jordan. as well. I just said, Jordan, I'll get you on a general football one, mate. I'll get you on a general football one. Don't you worry. I think there's a back page stream on Monday. I'll get you on that one. Right, definitely, bro. But this one's obviously it's just for the Arsenal fans. So, but please do leave that like button and subscribe and share it as well. But do appreciate the love as always. But yeah, Luca, what do you say going into this? Like, what do Arsenal prioritise?
In my opinion, I think prioritise. I think we should go for this cup as well, this one as well. Because don't remember, right? This FA Cup got us into the Europa League, and I know we finished 8th, which was a bit of a bad thing, and we finished 8th twice under Mikel Arteta's Stephen. But I think it's good to go on a bit of a cup run and try and win a trophy. Obviously, I want top 4. That's my thing, what I want to concentrate on. But at the same day, this is FA Cup weekend, so we've got to focus on that first. So I want to win this game, and I want to go as far. And we know how to win the FA Cup, and we own this FA Cup. And no, I think it's going to be a really interesting game. It's going to be interesting how Forest do. Forest have got some, like I said on my channel today, I said Forest have got some decent players. Yes, they've lost, and yes, they've had their road of luck, like losing to teams like Huddersfield, which kind of surprised me, but it's not going to be an easy game, man. Forest are going to be up for it. Forest is a massive club. They've got great expectation, and they've got better European history than us. But other than that, I think we'll win this game, and it's depending what Arteta puts out, really. But I would like to go on a bit of a cup run, and but I want top 4 as well, and I would be happy to get both. But if someone come out and said to me, what would you choose, top 4 or a trophy? You have to go for a trophy. So, because you want trophies at this football club, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know what you choose.
But I get the whole trophy thing. But if you get top 4, you can then push and get the players you need to then try and go for the league.
Yes, you can. Yeah, but you say
that is a point,
because
and you get the extra budget as well.
Before, Stephen, you get 100 million quid, but obviously, Stephen, right? Remember what we said before? You said you don't want top 4 yet because obviously we'll get battered by Bayern Munich or Barcelona. You've got to be there if you're ready.
Yeah, but it's
if we
not.
Get top 4,
yeah,
I'd be buzzing.
Luca, it's not just about like what being ready for top 4. It's just the fact that because you have Champions League football, it's a massive advertisement for players, right?
Can
it's
I
not
quickly
about
just say that right now, Arsenal would beat Barcelona. I just want to throw that in there. Right now.
Yeah, well, Barcelona's not a really good example. But what I'm saying is like compared to, we know we're not going to beat the likes of Bayern Munich and PSG. But what I'm saying is because you've got top 4, you're most likely going to attract the players to then go on and challenge for the league, right? Which is like what people may see in the long run, right? But then again, like trophy is a trophy, and you still want to go for it, no matter what. Especially when it's the FA Cup, and like who's the most likely team probably out of it, any big club that's going to win it? It's usually Arsenal, right? By the look of the record. I wanted to. I mean, Des, I wanted to quickly ask you. I mean, we all knew, man, like Nottingham Forest, they used a big club. They've won Champions Leagues. They've won many leagues as well. Just wanna, because obviously I was never like alive when it all went pear-shaped as from Nottingham Forest as a football club. I just wanted to ask. I wanted to ask you, like, to sort of give a sort of a brief sort of analysis of what happened with Nottingham Forest as a club.
If I just quickly skip over the last 40 years, and I'm not that old, but I know a bit that went off before, obviously. We won the European Cups in 79 and 80 under Brian Clough. And then we had another purple patch in around 1988, 89, 90. Just before Brian Clough left, and we got to the FA Cup final in 91, where we got beat by Spurs. And then Brian Clough then we got relegated and he retired. And he was obviously the guy who brought all the success. And from there, we got promoted straight away. We got relegated. We actually finished third in the Premier League after we got promoted, which is almost unthinkable these days. And then we got relegated 2 seasons after that. We came back again, but then in 1998 we got relegated, and we've never been back to the Premier League since.
Yeah,
So
it's sad to hear that. It is.
we even went to League One for 3 seasons.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
In around sort of 2006, 2007. And again, that was like the depths of where we'd been. We came back up in 2008, and then we've just sort of been a team that wants to push on for playoffs, but every season it kind of implodes. Last 2 seasons, it's almost imploded before it's even got started. In previous seasons, we've got to the playoffs or near to the playoffs, and we've lost 10 games in February or things like that. And it's just been a case of that. It's almost been a case of being nearly there, nearly men, you know. And a couple of times we've had to fight off relegation. It's just a bizarre situation for a club when you see teams come into the Premier League, you know, like Burnley or Watford or Bournemouth or Brentford, and we're still lingering around. There's lots of reasons why. It's just never worked out. And again, this season under Cooper, after imploding over the first 7 games and looking like dead search for relegation again, we've kind of come along with a chance. You know,
it's
a bit like Arsenal.
Not like there's other clubs you can think of that have in the same sort of bracket in the sense. I mean, Blackburn were like the first professional team to win the FA Cup, right? And they're sitting in the Championship right now, and it used to be at Oinks, the Premier League, before they got relegated. You could look at possibly Coventry used to be a dominant side back in the day. Like Middlesbrough, a decent sized club. Like there's decent sized clubs in the league that have been in the Championship. That have been in the Premier League for a number of seasons. So, by the way, I've pinned the question for should Arsenal go for. Make sure you go and vote for this now. Should Arsenal go for the FA Cup or for top 4 for its long-term future? Like, so at the moment, it's only just started, so there's only 1 vote at the moment. So, and it's top. They voted top 4. But what I've also done is I've pinned. I have pinned Desi's YouTube channel in the chat. So you've now not only got it in the description, you've got it in the chat as well. Pinned, so go and subscribe to it now. Go and do it right now. So my heart is bleeding to Forest's downfall. Yeah, man, because like it's sad to see when big clubs go down, like so. And I mean, it comes to mismanagement sometimes in a way.
Absolutely, and what I'd say, like,
because it was like at last season at one point when you saw at Arsenal. We were 16th at 1.1 season. It was like, if we're not careful and we're not sorting ourselves out, we might look on a brighter step at the minute, but if we don't sort ourselves out in the long run, we could end up like that.
Yeah,
there's no big too big to go down.
Yeah, you guys would look on and say we've had a shocking season, and we'd look on that and say, well, try being us, you know. And there's fans at Forest who would say, like younger fans would say, we've never had any success. And my answer to that, don't get me wrong, I'm not feeling sorry for Forest or anything. As much as I'd love them to do well, the fact of the matter is, you're only as good as where you are in the league. And for those fans who moan about Forest not getting promoted all this time, my answer is go and support Rochdale. You know, football, it's not about winning all the time, is it? You know, it's great, and we always want a bit more, but you've just got to get it right. And you hit the nail on the head there, Stephen, in the fact that mismanagement. all the way through. You know, if a club like Forest is managed properly, they will get promoted.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to in the end. Because I'm sure if you're in the Premier League, I'm sure with the history you've got, and that pool with history pulls players in. They'll want to play for you for what you've done. You know what I mean? What are you watching on TV, Lou? I've got the answer to that already. He's watching Andre Silva line it up in the Bundesliga. Like, hence why he looks so glum.
No, I'm listening to music. Music.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Match of the Day up. Match of the Day's on. Did someone say Match of the Day's on? Oh, cheers. Someone needs to remind me of that.
Yeah. It would. It's not about winning all the time. Well, Forest fans should. Yeah, do you know what he's saying that because like he's won the title back in 2015 and 16. He's FA Cup winners. You see, they're the FA Cup holders. So he's because it's FA Cup weekend. He's beating up his guns. You know what I mean? Like if we've got time at the event, Chris, you can come on and ask him questions.
Is this guy a Leicester fan?
Yeah, he's a Leicester fan. Chris Leicester Till I Die TV is a really good guy and does really good content.
We
So
only
go
hate
check him
Derby
out.
anyway. They're just jealous because they can't muscle in on the rivalry.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to bring him on the way it's going. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna talk about transfers. It is the transfer window a little bit. What are you looking for? Obviously, surely, in the position you are, you would be wanting to strengthen to try and get into that top 6. Or the playoff position, and maybe even higher. Where do you feel you need to strengthen, and who would you get to try and bring some fresh faces, and also to try and get in it?
Okay, so yeah, personally, well, we've made a couple of signings already. We've signed Steve Cook from Bournemouth, who's a good, solid centre back. We've got a couple of promising centre backs. Joe Worrell might be. He's been touted for a move to the Premier League. So we've signed Steve Cook. We're looking at Jed Wallace from Millwall. These are all proven Championship players, guys that have been around the league. And for me, this is what's really, really important, is that we sign players who we know, who we've seen, who are proven. Because Forest have got so many players on the board who've never even played for the club. You know, I know that's kind of the norm.
We've had that problem as well.
But we're signing players from Greek sides and Turkish
Chambers
sides.
I don't think Chambers has played a game this season. I don't
Exactly.
think Chambers has played a game this season.
We have Jenkinson from yourselves, who's not even got a squad number. You know, but that's Forest's problem. They've been a bit. If there is any arrogance associated with the club, they've signed players on who are kind of been a player at a bigger club or something like that. And what we need to find is players who are good in the Championship. So the players we've looked at, Cook, Jed Wallace, you know, a winger, a centre back, and we needed another striker. We've signed Keenan Davis from Aston Villa. Not sure. I've seen a little bit of him. I quite like the look of him, although I've not seen a great deal. We was linked with Balogun. Balogun, is it from you? Balogun from you lot. You know, and there was a lot of people excited about that. But there was talk of him going to Middlesbrough as well. And then that resurfaced this week. So that's an interesting one. We need a striker. Hopefully Davis is the answer. But we've done our business quite early. So whilst there's positions to improve upon through the spine of the team, we've done some good business, I feel. And that's why I'm confident we can push on.
Definitely, mate. Definitely. So I'm looking at Marley.
Yeah.
Arsenal, for example.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to push, say, for our instance, we're trying to push for top 4.
Yeah.
And we've spoke about this already on other streams, but who would you want to get in to try and improve the squad to get us to top 4?
My main guy would be Bruno Guimarães. Now it seems like he's a target for the summer, which concerns me a lot because I feel like a lot of big clubs are going to go for him because he's phenomenal. I mean, if there's any truth to the Vlahovic rumors, mate, that'd be lovely, lovely. But I do feel like the midfield should be our priority right now because we're very
I think
short
so,
in
yeah, because
numbers.
of if you see Partey's out,
Yeah,
not just Partey's out,
El Neni
El Neni. So yeah,
and Maitland Niles
they are
left.
out
Yeah,
big time. So yeah, we need that.
yeah.
We do need it.
And mate, like it's a little weird because I feel like because we're chasing a really expensive striker. I felt like we're gonna go for cheap options in midfield, but a Palmeiras player is not bad. Like if you want to buy a player from Brazil, you really want to steer clear from Flamengo, Palmeiras, and Atletico because they sell like European clubs. It's not like they're gonna sell really on the cheap. So Danilo's gonna be upwards of 20 mil, like 25 mil. He's a really young, really talented midfielder. Phenomenal, like going forward for a DM. I feel like he'd be a little, I don't know, he'd be a little lacking on the defensive side to be starting for Arsenal right now. What?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I definitely feel that. I hear that completely. It'd be a great sort of signing, and I'd want to get him in now rather than probably more than a striking option, really, because then it creates more opportunities for Arsenal. It
Yeah.
gets Partey the ball more forward. Yeah. By the way, Chris, that wasn't for the Arsenal win prediction. That was for your previous comments. As they're trying to state facts about Arsenal being the last team to go and knock that in the third round while being FA Cup holders. Yeah, shush. Like, calm it. Like, calm your skins. Like, like, I'm surprised they won that by the much they did the way they've been playing Leicester. Like, they've had a poor season so far. For me, like I've always said, we need one in striker, one in midfield, and one in defence that are experienced because we cannot cope with big situations in big games where things go against us. We end up falling apart, and that's the thing. And that's the thing, Des. If you keep yourself in the game, right, even if you're playing poorly, you keep yourself in the game, even if you're 1-0 down or something. Like you saw against City, and then something goes against us. If you work it the way maybe City worked it a little bit, like you can easily turn the game around because we'll lose. We could easily lose our heads, right? Because we're such a young squad, and that's the problem with us, the squad, because it's so young. It's so easy for them to the heads drop, right? And if the heads drop, you can easily turn this game around, and before you know it, you're coming up this with a win or forcing it at least to penalties or something like that. And if you're forcing it to penalties with our heads down, you'll win it. You'll by 9 times out of 10, you'll probably win that penalty shootout then. So
Yeah. I totally agree because I think the longer we stay into it, the worst case scenario for Forest is to be 2-0 down at half time. You know, if we're not that clinical all the time, and that's what's holding us back a little bit. We played a game at Swansea before Christmas where we won 4-1, but we had 25% of the ball and we was clinical that day. We stuck every chance away. So what we're going to have to rely on, we will get chances. We've got Brennan Johnson who's got pace to burn. I'd love to see him running at the likes of Holding and White. If we do get a chance, we need to stick it away. And then the pressure builds on Arsenal, doesn't it? Being the lower league team, the longer the game goes on at 0-0, if we nick in front, the pressure starts building, and that's where hopefully we can crack it against you, and your young players do crack a little bit quicker than ours.
Definitely. But that's why I've said, like, we need some experience, and Guimaraes would be a good idea.
I mean, he doesn't bring an experience, but he's just awesome.
Well, yeah, that's the only problem. That's why I'd want an experienced player as well. Because our experienced players are Elneny and Saka. You know, I
No,
don't
dude,
trust them.
Partey's
Elneny's a
experience.
good
What are you talking
worker.
about? Partey's
Yeah, but
experience, mate.
Partey's experience as well, but like it's still like the main experienced ones that are about 29, 28, like have been there, done it.
I think Partey's 28, mate.
Is he? Is
Yeah,
he
I think he's 28, and he's a La Liga winner. He's very experienced, mate.
Let me have a look.
He comes
Thomas-
off as shy, but he's still
28, yeah, okay.
experienced, yeah.
Alright, but apart from him, it's Saka and Elneny. And we need more than that, maybe, in our midfield. That as well.
I mean,
and more depth. And more depth. Because the depth we've got is Xhaka and Elneny as the Conga. So it's not really a lot to choose from.
dude,
Like, it's
you
like
ask
we're going to
me,
have to play Xhaka and Lukonga in this game.
I'm with you. Like, I don't even care about the striker situation right now. Like, I let's just address
Who would
that
you
in
go
the
as a
summer.
striker, though?
I mean, I'd go for Vlahovic. He's the best one. But
Why is that?
cheap options, I have no idea. Why?
Why is that?
Dude, he's a scoring machine. He's breaking records left and right. Like he matched Cristiano Ronaldo's record at like
That's-
21
that's
years
what
old,
I
playing for
said, man.
Fiorentina.
But then that's why I said, like, if you could do that for Florentino, he's done that for Florentino. It's kind of like what Andre Silva did for Frankfurt last season, right? And Silva's banged 2 goals in tonight as well. Isak hasn't, by the way. Just for everyone know. And so I think, yeah, mate, either one of them I'd take either one of them. They would be fucking. Sorry, you've given my
Yeah.
swearing, but they would be fucking awesome. Like,
They'd be awesome,
either
but
one of them.
You ask me, mate. The best case scenario for this transfer window, in my opinion, would be Bruno Guimarães and Wijnaldum on a loan. That's
Yeah.
what I would do, because we still
Luca,
have
what do you
Lacazette, we
say?
still have Nketiah. They're gonna leave, but we still have them till the end of the season.
What do you say, Luca, about this? Luca?
No, the thing is, what I will say. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you?
Oh, that's good. Thank you. But no, I think what Marley was saying. I think the best option is that I take someone like Bruno Guimaraes. I think he's a quality player. I think he's a really, really good midfielder. A lot of experience. Looks very good for Lyon. Lyon apparently want about £27 million. So Lyon need to make a little bit of money. So I'd be 100%. This is the thing, Stephen. I know you heard it on Arsenal Alex's channel, and I have you might call this a bit of a flip flop, right? I don't know if you heard it, right? But I sort of want Jimmy Wijnaldum.
I know I convince him. I fucking know I convince him. I've been banging it on for weeks, and I've convinced him.
Can I tell you
Yo,
why?
Luca,
Can I tell you
just
why?
one
Am I allowed
second,
to take-
just because I'm not gonna start anything new. Finish what you're saying, but Bruno Guimarães, I think he'd cost like 37, not 27.
Oh, I thought it was like £27 million.
No. I think
Euros or
Lyon wants
something like
45
that.
million euros. 45
Yeah, they
million
want
euros.
45 million euros, something like that. Big up, sir.
The thing
Certified
is
lover.
when you say that, right?
Big up. Do smash the like
Jimmy
and subscribe.
Wijnaldum, Jimmy Wijnaldum, I'm 50-50 with Jimmy Wijnaldum, but a loan deal actually wouldn't have been bad of it. Me and Arsenal Alex were talking about it off air.
I told you, you're fine. Like,
I've watched some of his clips and tonight, and I've been studying on it, and maybe it wouldn't be a bad thing after all. He's not my first choice, but
he's an
Jimmy
experienced.
Wijnaldum, or if we can get Jimmy Wijnaldum on loan,
Mate, I even no. Do you know what? If he's a one,
but
Luca,
you know, I said something about Jimmy Wijnaldum. I'm still not going to change. I'm still not going to change my mind on Andre Silva and Bernardo Sanchez. They're the only two I'm not. But Jimmy Wijnaldum and Bruno Guimaraes. What Marley was saying is.
So why would you take Andre Silva? Just to go over it again. Why would you not take Andre Silva with 28 goals in 32 games
No,
for Frankfurt.
more than that now because he scored 2 tonight. He scored 2 tonight. So
No, last season for Frankfurt. That was his record last season.
Because I don't think he won't adapt the Premiership.
How do you think? Well, how do you know that?
I just don't think
why would you need to? So why would you take? So if that's the case, then why are you taking Vlahovic then, who's got a lesser record? Not saying I would buy him. I would still buy him.
Vlahovic. No, I don't know much about Vlahovic.
But he hasn't scored as many goals as. But he hasn't scored as many goals as. He hasn't scored as many goals as Andre Silva did last season.
He scored more. He scored more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo.
He hasn't scored. Hang on a minute.
I think it was something like 33 goals in 43 games. Like that's it's
yeah,
something
but how?
crazy.
Yeah, but hang on a minute.
Really good.
If you're saying you're not buying Andre Silva because you don't think he'll adapt to the Premier League, why are you getting Vlahovic? Because you don't know if he'll adapt to the Premier League as well. You might as well be looking at Ivan Toney or Calvert-Lewin.
I don't know much about Vlahovic. I'm going by...
Or Danny Ings.
Ivan Toney's a good player.
Well, you would obviously... You would be going for Vlahovic or any of these people. Right, 19 goals in 16 goals in 19 games.
Mate, 2 players I would take, right? Me and Alex were saying this. Alex thinks we need 2 midfielders. We sort of do, but one midfielder and a striker I'll be happy with. If we get Bruno Guimaraes or Jimmy Wijnaldum and then get someone like Vlahovic, what do you rate that transfer market? What would you rate that transfer market?
11 out of 10.
Hey.
That's an 11 out of 10 January window, mate.
Me, 8 or 9.
Shut up,
8
dude.
or 9.
I'd say 8 or 9.
That's ideal. That's that's the best January we've ever seen in our lives by far.
8 or 9. Yeah,
the reason why I won't give it a 10 because we probably need an experienced centre back. But I think we're okay with centre backs for now. But I think the important thing is get that striker and that midfielder in. Like I think even if we don't get Bruno Guimaraes, it's not the end of the world.
Hang on a minute.
Bazuma is my number 1.
Alright, no, you're not going to get Bazuma. That ship sailed. That ship has sailed.
We're not.
There's no way you're getting
We're not going to get...
So...
Look, we're not... But why are Aston Villa being linked with him then?
Because they were linked with him last time. Look, it's not going to happen, mate. It's done. He snubbed us. Simple.
And
he didn't want to come here.
Bruno Guimaraes is a better player than Bissouma.
Yeah, it's time to move on. I've told you already. Move on, man. Old news. It's old news, mate. It's done.
Yeah, but the thing is,
move on.
One thing I want to say, and then we'll move on. Yeah, I apologise. The thing is, right? How come Aston Villa are being linked with Bazuma on Sky sources? Yeah, and interesting. If we get beaten by Aston Villa by Bazuma,
we'll not get beaten by Aston Villa because we'll just get Guimaraes. It's just not exactly like being beaten by him. If we're getting someone that's just as good.
Better.
He didn't want to come to Arsenal. That's his choice.
And actually, I
don't want Bazuma. I don't want Bazuma. Because of what he's done outside the game. Guy's a criminal. Guy's a criminal. Outside off the pitch, he's a criminal. Right? So I'm not having him.
What happened? I have no idea what you're talking about. What happened?
He was arrested for assault or something.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So why would I want to buy him? If you did that with Arsenal, you get. I remember when under Wenger, if you did that with Arsenal as an Arsenal player, you were gone because you represent the club. You were gone, done, no questions asked. So no, I won't take him. But I will just quickly mention about Vlahovic. Like Vlahovic has scored done the same amount of record on goals. But I'll also mention this. Andre Silva has got more assists. Now, that suits the way Arteta wants to do things. Because if you see Arteta, he loves how way we're playing, our strikers end up giving assists as well as goals. So if you're getting more assists with Andre Silva, it means it's more adapting to his style of play, which is bringing midfielders into the game and bringing more chances to score goals and more creativity.
Steven, I don't think you get my opinion on Andre Silva. He's phenomenal, and if we brought him, I'd be ecstatic. Vlahovic looks like a future, like truly
Oh,
like one of the
I'm not
best
denying
players
that,
in the world.
mate. I'm
That's
not
the
denying
thing.
that.
Like, yeah,
But
Vlahovic's ceiling is something insane.
Project Youth.
Wait, what did I say? I'm sorry.
I'm not denying that, but the thing for me is that all I'm simply saying is that both as good as each other, and you can't sit here and say
Right now, sure.
Andre Silva is a crap player, and Andre Silva's clear with Saka by my mile.
Never did.
What was that, Money?
No, I think Andre Silva is great. That's yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can't.
But I think Andre Silva is a really yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. Andre Silva is just Andre Silva is just as good as Vlahovic. That's all I'm saying on the matter, and he's 26 years of age as well, so he's a decent age as well. So, but anyway, we're gonna move on. We've got to move on because we've got to go back to the game. Sorry about that, because obviously there it goes. We all go into like passionate about what we want is what's best for the club. How do you see this game going, Des? How do you see it going?
Again, a lot depends on the lineups, doesn't it? You know.
We'll go on the lineups in a minute.
Yeah. So I reckon, to be honest, I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be really quite tight tomorrow. Forest need to keep Arsenal out, you know, and I think they will. You know, I think we're strong enough at the back, you know, to withstand a bit of pressure early on. And if we keep it, if we keep you out, and like I said before, especially even if we go down, if we keep you to one goal, you know, before half time, anything can happen. This is the FA Cup, isn't it? You know, and once a goal goes in, I think it was the Port Vale Brentford game today. When Port Vale pulled one back, it looked like they was going to go on and get another, and then Brentford clinched it at the end. So it doesn't matter what league position it is. Goals create momentum, don't they? And I think for me, it's about sort of Forest hanging in there. I think they will. Second half, I think you'll see a bit of a end-to-end battle, and I'd like to think we can nick a draw. My head probably tells me we'll probably just be a little bit outclassed in the end, especially if the game opens up later.
Yeah, definitely. I hear that 100%. Marley, how do you see it going?
By the way, what did I miss? Because my internet was so bad.
I thought you said about we just mentioned about the end of Andre Silva. Yeah. And I just said no one can say in the end that he's shit.
No, absolutely not. It's just that I truly feel like Vlahovic is gonna be a future like Ballon d'Or contender. You know, like he looks like one of those players. He's so young, he's so good already.
Do you know what? I think if and that's the same. Do you know what? I think this is both the same for both. That's all I'm saying for both.
They're just like 25 though, 26.
He's 26. Yeah. He's 25, 26, and that's the thing. He's not reached his prime yet, and he's still got to go to Leipzig yet.
Yeah, dude, but he's like the ceiling. Vlahovic's ceiling is definitely higher. But sorry, about tomorrow, dude. I feel like we're gonna be a little bit too much for Forest to handle. Even if we rest a lot of players, sure. Like even the likes of Patino might start because we're so short in midfield right now. But still,
I wouldn't start him though.
What do you see happening? Because it'd be stupid to start both Xhaka and Lokonga right now.
No. It'd have to be Xhaka and Lokonga. It'd have to be. It'd have to be.
Mate. I'd rest one of them.
Marley,
I'd
Marley,
play
can't.
Chambers
Can't play.
as
You can't.
DM then.
Yeah, but
No, sure.
we've never
Then
tried. We've never tried Chambers at DM. This is why you
Steven,
shouldn't. Why have we
we
got
only
rid of
have
mate?
2.
This is why. Why has Arteta got rid of Maitland-Niles now? He's just
Because-
lost Partey and El Neni to the African Cup of Nations,
Yeah.
and he's gone and sold frigging Maitland-Niles. Are you mad? Wait until the summer.
Yeah.
Wait
Well,
until
he
the
will-
summer.
That pretty much guarantees that we're going to be bringing in someone. But
What
anyway,
he better do,
yeah.
otherwise we're screwed.
Anyway, still like Smith Rowe's
I
definitely
would've-
going to be playing. Him
Because
alone, like
Marley,
I feel like
would have
that's
played
going to be
Lukonga
fair.
Maitland-Niles.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'd have done that. I'd have done exactly that.
I'm sorry, I
actually.
can't believe. Actually, I'm sorry I didn't bring this up last night. I can't believe he's got rid of Maitland-Niles when we've just lost Pepe, El Neni, and frigging Partey to
You
the
know what he
African
might
Cup of
do,
Nations.
Steven? You know what he might do? He might play Lukonga, Odegaard as a number 8, and Smith Rowe as a number 10.
King Tony, I get the fact he wanted to go, but in the end, I'm sorry, he said you can go in the summer. We need you now.
Did you hear what I said? I feel like that could very well happen. Lukonga at number 6, Odegaard number 8, and Smith Rowe number 10.
I think what might be is I think it'd have to be Jack on Lukonga in there. It's gonna have to be.
I think that'd be silly from Arteta.
It's gonna have to be, mate, because it doesn't work otherwise.
It does. We've played with Odegaard as number 8.
Oh, unless he plays. I know what he does. He plays back four. Then he plays Xhaka. Then he plays the 4. Then he plays the 1.
Yeah, that's more or less it. Or Sunday
Yeah,
and the 4.
That's mate. No, so what he does, he plays Xhaka. Then he plays Odegaard and Smith Rowe in the same. CM plays Saka and Martinelli, and then Laka up front, or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Nketiah and Pepe playing. But yeah, I think we're going to win like 2-0. I don't think it's going to be,
Big up, Healy. What's the beating? You missed it the previous stream, mate. Yeah, just got some really bad news, man, about my health. If you don't know about this channel, we raise money for Children's Liver Disease Foundation, as I've had liver disease myself. I've had 6 liver transplants, and we just do ARSNFO content to raise money for the charity. And just got some bad news about the doctors just thinking I might not make it to the end of the year. So, which is kind of distressing news. So, yeah. But
You're going to be fine.
great to see you in the chat, man. Do hit the like and subscribe. It really is important to us. It really does help. If you know anyone who hasn't subscribed, please do share it to them and get them to subscribe as well, because you're supporting a great cause. Become a member as well, because donating to the charity helps raise money for the charity. So please do so. But yeah, like I was saying, man, we'll go to the lineups actually, and we'll start with Nottingham Forest's actually. So, Des, we're gonna go through it here. What system do you usually play?
We usually play 3 at the back with 2 sort of wing backs pushing on, so it's more of a
3-5-2.
3-5-1-1 type thing.
3. Yeah, it'd have to be like a 3. 3-5. It'd have to be like that.
Yeah.
3. Yeah, it'd have to be like that. Something like that. Whereas he's his actual CM and you got Cam. Yeah. So okay, in goal.
So we would have Bryce Samba. He's our number 1. He's a good goalkeeper for the level we're at.
Samba.
Yeah.
Is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I've actually seen some highlights from Samba. I liked it.
Centre back.
So we'd have Joe Worrell. He's whilst he's not the captain, he's kind of Graben's the captain, but Joe Worrell is.
There you go. In the middle of the back three.
We're likely to play, and I'd like to see him play. Steve Cook, who signed from Bournemouth this week.
Steve Cook. So him. There you go, from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side.
Scott McKenna. He's probably our most consistent performer, McKenna.
See it. There you go. There you go.
Gets a bit big when he plays for Scotland.
Right wing.
So we'd have Jed Spence.
Oh, hang on a minute. I've just worked out. It's actually this you want to play, innit? So you got the 5, the 3, or the 2. You got the 3, and then you got the 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more what you play, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Right. So right wing back.
That will be Jed Spence.
Spence. Then on the left.
We're really struggling in this position. This is what's really letting us down. It's causing problems. Ideally, and he's getting back to fitness, Max Lowe.
Don't know. Ask for your bank deeds. Why do you join buttons on YouTube? Ask for your bank. Oh, it's because you donate it's a monthly donation. Like $1.99 a month or $4.99 a month. Level 2 or higher is $4.99 a month, and you get the special perks of doing members only live streams. If we get enough members, like 10 level 2 members, Featley Warrior members, we'll be able to do those live streams for you, and which will be Q&As. So it's donating a small amount of money each month to the channel, and that money goes to the charity. So that's what it means. That's why they ask for your bank details, because it's not me conning you or trying to get money out of you. Like, by the way, it's not that. It's that's what they're asking you, because they want you to donate some money every month. Just want to put that out there. It's not me. It's not me asking for your secret digital password as well. On the left, so on the left, sorry, go on.
Is Max Lowe.
Low. Him. There you go. Right, the 3 in the middle. Start in the middle.
We'd normally have Ryan Yates.
Okay, and then right on the right side.
This is where it gets a bit more fluid. That would be Brennan Johnson.
On the right there, Wales. On the left.
Jack Colback.
Let's go Colback. And then lastly, up front, who would you be the one in the middle?
The number 10 role would normally be Zinkernagel.
Zinkernagel, there it is. And then
Lewis Graben.
How do you spell his name?
It's Graben. G-R...
G-R-A.
There
you go. So, yeah, there you go. Nice beard, Graben. Right. Steve Cooper Where is he? Nah, not there. Oh well. Anyway, there you go. Is Arteta there? Oh, Jesus Christ. Did they have to? Right, there you go. There's the lineup. That's the lineup he's gone for. That's looking good. This looks like the Christmas tree formation. It does, doesn't it? It looks like the Christmas tree formation. There you go. So I'm gonna clear that.
Did you see any of these players having good Premier League careers?
Well,
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you see anyone pushing on to become a?
Well, Joe Worrell's been linked with West Ham, Southampton, Burnley. He was in the summer, and he nearly left. Joe Worrell is the big Forest fan who stuck around for quite a while, and now he's even said himself he's ready to move. So he will leave at some point if we don't get promoted this season. And then the real star amongst all that was Brennan Johnson.
Okay.
His dad used to play for Forest, David Johnson, and he's been heavily linked with Brentford for 15 million.
All right. That's a young winger, right?
Yeah, he plays on the right wing. He's got pace to burn, and he gets down to the touch line, and he can get the ball back. Obviously, you'll see tomorrow in the game if he plays that he's the difference for us. In the Championship, you rely on players more than you do in the Premier League. Quality's shared about, but for us, he's the guy who gets the assist and the goals.
Yeah.
He doesn't score. He's not prolific in terms of goals, but that's essentially not his role. But he creates a lot of goals. He's also actually been linked with Inter Miami because his dad works for David Beckham, which is a bit bizarre. I heard a rumour that he's not going there because he says you go there when you're old.
I mean, I think the MLS is trying to get rid of that, stigma that they only buy old players, but you definitely don't want to go there when you're a young English player that has a chance of developing in the Prem, right?
Yeah, that's what he's kind of said because apparently they put in a lot of money for him, but and then Brentford came in as well, and Brentford didn't offer as much. That's why he's still here at the moment.
Yeah. All right. He was my guess, but I didn't know a whole lot about the team, so didn't want to say anything. But did you put him in the lineup for tomorrow's game?
Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right-sided midfield.
Oh, okay, got it.
Who do you have playing left back?
Tierney or Tavares.
Oh yeah, Tierney's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, Tavares ain't bad either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through it.
Come to think of it, actually, because we haven't played in so long.
Me and Marley usually kind of agree with each other, so Luca disagrees with me and then agrees with me about 5 days later. You see, that's why I was going about Gini Wijnaldum, why I was laughing, because he didn't want Gini Wijnaldum out, or he was going absolutely mad about it when he first heard about it. And then once I explained to him, it's a loan, it's not a buy, and I even said to him, I'd even buy him for a year, because if you buy him for a year's experience of winning the Premier League, of winning the Champions League, and he's only done that in the last 2 seasons, so he's still at the peak of his powers, right? So now he's convinced he'd take him. You know what I mean? Take him on a year contract. The amount of experience he can give to our players is unreal. We were 2 years. Some people said they'd take Fernandinho for 2 years, and he's older. No?
Yeah.
In goal, Marley. I would have gone Leno myself.
By the way, I don't think the formation is going to be exactly that, but
no, I don't think George. Should we play like 4-1-4-1 if he's there?
I actually feel like Odegaard's going to be, like a little further away from goal at number 8. But I think a 4-1-4-1 makes sense. Go ahead.
You don't want to play Party La Conga in, because that's otherwise we'd have to play Party La Conga playing like this.
Go for 1-for-1. That makes sense.
Okay. I'd rather be the 4-2-3-1 and use Granite and Albert, Sammy La Conga.
Really?
Yeah, I would, to be honest.
I think that's
I do
risky,
trust
dude.
La Conga to save his arse.
Oh no, I trust Lukonga too. If we have only 2 players for 2 positions,
Yeah.
I feel like we should be resting one when we can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case, yeah, I hate that one. So we'll play Liverpool. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So Leno?
Yeah, probably. Just to get him
Leno
some
in goal.
playtime.
On the right, who are we going on the right, guys? Marley?
I think it's gonna
Cedric?
be. No, I think it's gonna be Takehiro Tomiyasu. I don't think we're gonna be resting too many players, man.
Hang on a minute. You sure you don't want to play? Well, I would have put Cedric Suarez on there.
Arsenal hasn't played in like a week, mate. There's
Yeah, but
no
we're going to play
actual.
Liverpool on Thursday.
It's 5 days away.
Yeah, but I'd rather, and there's a risk of injury as well.
I'd play Cedric. I just feel like it's not what's going to happen. Are we putting the team we want in there?
Who would you play?
I'd play Cedric too. I agree with you.
Okay. So you don't want to play
Takehiro Tomiyasu. No. No. I'd play Cedric. But I feel like Arteta is going to play Takehiro Tomiyasu.
Yeah, don't worry about what Arteta's doing. Let's just focus on what we're doing. I don't trust him fully yet. On the left, I'll put Tavares there. Rest Tierney for the big game on the week. Because here's the thing, this is where you could take advantage, Des. We're having to think about playing Liverpool during the week. Because in the Carabao Cup. Because it's a semi-final. So us playing a weakened side, you could take full advantage of. Tavares, if he's not careful, could get easily done by Johnson
mate.
On the right hand side. So you gotta make the opportunities there. You got opportunities there.
I should
Cedric's
remind
very
you
good
as well.
at going forward, but not good at going backwards.
Tierney is one of my favorite players. He's like a solid 7 or 8 out of 10 always, but against
Tierney,
Liverpool, he's a 4 out of 10.
Marley, Tierney's my guy, and Tierney's better than Shaw now. I told you,
lot. Better than Shaw.
Hang on a minute. No. I said that to those Man United fans, they know who they are. They kept going on about me, saying that I'm deluded for saying Tierney's better than Shaw. What are you saying now? Where's Shaw now, man? Where's Shaw now? Tierney's better than Shaw. Don't you forget it. Maybe all of them except Torp, because Torp's my bro.
He's always been better than Shaw, mate. I don't understand how there was ever a conversation. I played Tierney.
But then to be fair, to say Tierney's not even in the top 5 is complete delusion.
Of left backs in the Prem?
No,
that's crazy.
You know who that is, Marley?
What?
Just put in a private chat.
Okay. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. Where is Tavares? There you go, Nuno Tavares. There you go.
I'd play Tierney tomorrow.
You play Tierney? I'd rather rest him though.
It's the FA Cup, dude. We don't want to lose.
Yeah, but I wanna. But we got a chance to win the Carabao Cup as well.
Sure, mate. I play Tierney.
I trust Tierney. I trust Nuno.
Their best players is a right winger, mate. So I'd be a little fearful of that.
I could, and if it's not going well at half time, then swap it.
Sure. Yeah.
Centre backs. It's got to be Holding and Ben White, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, this is where Ben White's going to get exposed. I'm telling you, Ben, how has he got a black card? He's not that good. How does he get a special card? He's shit. What do they see in him? Apart from his good looks. What the hell? I'll give Holding a freaking black card rather than him.
You're nuts. You don't mean that. You know
I
White's
do.
better than
I
Holding.
can't stand him.
You know he's better than Holding.
He's been shit ever since he turned up.
No, mate. He played ball against City. He was one of the better players.
Oh, no. Mate, every time he touches it, he's like... Alright, Xhaka in the middle. Unfortunately.
You know what? Sambi, mate. Play Sambi there.
Play Sambi as a DM. And he's going to get exposed.
He is a DM, mate. That's
He's
his
a
best
21.
position.
Okay.
Most of our team's 21, Steven. That's not an argument anymore.
Yeah, but we need some fucking experience on the pitch, though.
I'd always rather play someone else other than Xhaka.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Okay, on the right.
Pepe.
Yep. If you put Cedric there, you've got to put Pepe there. You got to watch Pepe flourish. That's one thing you'll have to look out for. There's, if we play Cedric and Pepe together, Pepe will be quality because you'll have that overlapping runner. You have to deal with that on the right hand side or the left hand side.
We're very weak at left back or left wing.
Yeah, so he would have a field day.
Yeah,
if we played him.
We're having a shocker in that position.
Oops, that's probably where you'll get undone then. I think that's where you get undone. Left wing.
Martinelli.
Martinelli won't play Oba in this game. And waste Martinelli.
Wait, who'd you suggest?
Oba. Since he's not going to play in the Liverpool game.
I still don't understand the name you're saying, sorry.
Oba.
Oba?
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
He's at AFCON, mate.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, I keep forgetting it, man.
That's why I was confused, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I
thought you said Oba, but he's at AFCON, yeah.
Yeah, Odegaard, it's have to be Odegaard and Smith Rowe, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, shit. One of them get injured, we're screwed. We're so light in the midfield.
Yeah, mate.
So light.
That's why I feel like we need two. More than we need a striker right now.
Oh, hang on, I put them the wrong way around. There you go. And up front, I'll put Balogun.
I think you got it right before. I think
Balogun.
it's going to be Odegaard.
Balogun.
It's going to be Nketiah, mate.
No. Let's not worry about what Arteta's doing. Let's worry about what we're doing. Balogun. You know Balogun deserves his opportunity.
I think he's about to get loaned out, though. It's like he's about to.
So
you know.
what? Play him. Give him his last hurrah. Give him.
Okay, sure, mate.
Nketiah is shit.
He did score a hat trick the last game he played. I agree with you. I agree with you.
He couldn't. Yeah, it was against what? Was it against Sunderland? And by the way, Nketiah couldn't even get in Leeds' side when they were in the Championship. What does that tell you? Balogun deserves his opportunity, and I put Balogun.
It does tell me that Leeds were doing good, but sure, that too.
Unfortunately, Arteta. There you go. So that's what I do.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that team.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, man. Stick that in there. There you go. What do you think of that team? If you saw that team, Des, if you saw that team, what do you think it would be?
I'd be quite concerned, and like we've already touched on, the right hand side especially. But then if you put too much attention to that side, you've got Smith Rowe. You know, he looks a really good player to me. I'd be really interested in seeing Balogun because we've been linked with him. So I wouldn't mind him playing tomorrow, just to get a feel for what he does against Championship defences.
That makes sense. That's a great point.
I've got a shout out Del Boy Gunner TV. If you haven't done so, check out Del Boy Gunner TV. Does some good Arsenal content. Make sure you subscribe. Mate, I really appreciate the donation, man. Really, really do, man. And like I said, it is to support Children's Living Disease Foundation. It's what I keep saying. The money doesn't go to me. It goes to Children's Living Disease Foundation. We will be doing an F1 channel, and I will be deciding whether I'm going to do that channel for myself or whether it's going to be half and half this time. There will be, this one would always be 80 to 20%, or if we get only £60 a month, it will be 100% to the charity. Whereas this one, the new one I want to do, which is the new F1 channel, which will be done at some point before the season starts, that will be either 50-50, not 80-20, or it will be just for me, so whatever. But this one will always be for charity, and I really do appreciate it. Just the bad news thing. So, man, mate, they're gonna be wrong. They're gonna be wrong. They've been wrong before, man. They've been wrong before, and I'm gonna prove them wrong again. Right? Absolutely. It's just doctors deciding to have a big mouth, to be honest, if I must say so. It's pretty much how I can describe it, really. But yeah, bless you, man. Bless you. And if you want to do the same, just hit that super chat button. If you want to become a member and donate a monthly sum to the charity to support the research, so we can stop other children getting the same news, please do become a member by hitting the join button below. It really is important. It really is that important to us. And it's not just about the perks you get and becoming a member and what level you are. It's just about you're donating either $1.99, $4.99 or $8.99 a month to a charity to help kids stay alive and to help kids live the life they want to live. And you can't ask for more than that. Right? So, yeah. And with that, score predictions. I'm sorry it's been a long stream. Yeah. Score predictions, mate. What are you going to go for, man?
I'm going to go for, I think Arsenal will take the lead. I think Forest will put some pressure on second half. 1-1. I think we'll be looking to get 1-1, like I say. I think it's possible. I think it's really possible. That team you just showed, but really difficult. If it's littered with 8 or 9 kids, we've got a real chance because there's still a big, strong, potentially a big, strong Championship team to face. So with that team, I'd take a 1-1 and then try and drag it out to penalties, and then it's a lot of lottery, isn't it?
2-0 Arsenal, Jordan's saying. 2-0 Chris is saying for Arsenal. It doesn't take a lot for him to say that. I'll quickly put the link in the chat, Chris. Just want to see if Chris can come on for 2 secs if he wants to. Just want to see if Chris can come on. Just him, because I've got to end it soon. So I've got to end in the next 2 minutes or so. So I just want Marley.
I said 2-0 before.
2-0.
Yeah.
2-0. I feel we will win. It's going to be a tight game. People have said, the people that said 3-1 or 4-1, get a grip. We ain't going to batter them. We ain't going to batter them. Right? These are also the same people who said we're going to batter Palace, we're going to batter Brighton, and we don't. Right? And, they get too big for their boots. So I'd say 2-1. I agree with Del Boy Gunner, 2-1. I do feel we might take the lead. What happens is we'll probably take the lead. We'll back off, because what you'll notice in our game plan is we'll go really high intensity for the first 30 minutes till we score a goal. Once we score a goal, we drop back 5 yards. We always do. We drop back 5 yards and go defensive. And that's where you'll probably come back into the game. And the more you get confidence going into that, and the more it goes into being one goal, being only one goal between you, you'll probably get the equaliser. And then 2-1 will either come before the end of the game or in extra time.
You know that 2-0 there, is that Champions League trophies?
2-0 is...
Yo, Steven, can I just say something? I'm not disagreeing with you, but in all fairness,
big up.
Arsenal's recent run has been defeating Southampton 3-0, West Ham 2-0, Leeds 4-1, Sunderland 5-1, Norwich 5-0. So it's not like Arsenal hasn't been scoring goals, you know? Like, it's... I don't see this being as tight as you're saying. Is that fair? Like, that's fair, right?
I think, yeah. I mean, look, every game for Arsenal is a tight game. Like, it's never an easy game for Arsenal. We sort of make it difficult for ourselves in a way, a lot of the time, and that's just the way we play.
I mean, I just told you the results Arsenal just had. We beat teams 3-0, 2-0, 4-1, 5-1, 5-0.
Yeah, but the performances, it's the performances. What I'm saying.
We've been playing well, mate.
The performances, just I know, but some of the performances I have seen is moments in the game we make it difficult. In the end, we come out on top, but we do at times make it very difficult for ourselves. So we have to be careful of that still.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna leave it there. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Des, it's been a pleasure to have you on. So it's been an hour and a half, but it's been a pleasure to have you on. Where can they find you, mate?
So it's Do Daily, all one word, D-O, Daily. Like I say, 10 minutes each day, me at 8 o'clock, just talking about how my day's been. Ups and downs, you know, how I can try and make it a bit better for myself. I get quite, without getting too serious, I kind of just be honest, you know, as honest as I can be. So it's just passing on how it's going. You know, when I'm feeling crap, you'll know if I'm feeling crap. When I'm feeling good, you'll know if I'm feeling good. That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the best place to be, man. 1 minute. Chris, man, you got a min. You got 1 min. And I'm counting now. 35, 36, 37. Right. Marley, man, like, I would say where do you ask you, but where can they find you usually?
Okay, find me at Football United TV. I co-own the channel with Maddie. Find us on Twitter. Shut up. Twitter and Instagram as well. Follow us at Football United TV. Follow myself on Twitter as well at Marley
Been held
Chillin.
hostage by that.
And find me here because I'm here very often, even though I'm paid nothing. But I'm here very often.
You cheeky fuck.
It's an honor being here. Chris, yes.
Chris, man.
Good evening, all. I'm safe to come in and speak to a Forest fan who had my vaccinations.
Oh, for God's sake! Right, you got a couple of mins, man. How you doing, man?
Well, I'm happier than I was at 5-3 when I saw the lineup for our game, but yeah, not too
You
bad.
won, didn't you?
We had 8 first-team players fit, and we ended up with 6 under-23s on the pitch at the end of the game.
You should play your under 23s then, because you seem to be doing better than your fucking main team, innit?
To be honest with
It's a
you,
bit like we should be playing our women's team.
I can't argue. Honestly, I'll tell you what, Des, he's waited a season to get his own back on me.
Well, when someone comes in with a big mouth, they're going to get it back.
No, fair dues, I can take it. Been a long
Are you
time
are
coming
you
now,
prepared for
Stephen.
the home and away results? Being beaten
What's
home and
that?
away. You're waiting for the being beaten home and away by Arsenal this year.
Yeah, honestly, we'll see afterwards. We'll see afterwards. Well, actually,
Yeah, man.
I was hoping for an easy tie, against a small team in the next round. So, I'm hoping we'll play Arsenal. This is really difficult for me. I don't know who to insult first, Arsenal or Nottingham Forest.
Well, go insult him. I mean, like, go and insult the Forest fan. Like, if he
I
doesn't
felt
mind being
so sorry
insulted.
for you, Des, today. I thought a couple of times I was watching, I thought you'd fallen asleep. Like Luke not going.
It was like being at the Emirates.
Oh
Oh,
wow!
come on.
Wow,
Oh,
that
wow.
was totally an
No.
That was on.
Des, come
I've
on.
been a
There's
nice guest.
three of them in. There's never 3 fans in at the Emirates. You should know that.
I've been a nice guest. What was that for? Like, jeez.
You'll see a proper atmosphere tomorrow in a proper ground.
Yeah, I wish
Proper
we
fans
could
coming
have.
down. Midland fans coming down, Stephen.
Borwood or Hart. You want to get Borwood or Hartlepool? Why? I want to get Tottenham. I want to beat Tottenham out of it. That's what I want to do.
You're having a good season this season, aren't you?
I mean, we're having a decent. They're having a decent season, aren't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk Arsenal anytime. I'm going to talk Nottingham Forest. Yeah. You're having a good season, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not bad. We started off crap. We started off like Arsenal. I think there was
come on, mate. Come on. I've been nice. Come on.
I think there was a point when Forest and Arsenal had lost 3 or 4 games each and not scored a goal.
Yeah, well, let's not repeat that one, sure.
And then we kicked on again. So we're hoping to get a chance to have a pop at Leicester again at some point.
I actually miss Villa and Wolves aren't the same, mate. They're not the same. I miss the derbies.
No, you need.
Is it the 4 finals already been drawn?
No, it's drawn between the games tomorrow, isn't it? It's before our game.
Before our game, isn't it?
So when's the 4 finals? Next then, Des, when you knock Arsenal out?
Well, we could knock Leicester out in the next, like Leicester's kids.
Yeah. Yeah, 450 before Arsenal.
I can't argue with that. They actually play. That was one of the best games of the season. And I tell you something, the kids that play with no fear. They're not scared to try. If we'd lost today, I'd have said fine, fair enough, because we haven't got enough. First teamers we couldn't even fill the bench. And if we'd lost, I'd have said fair enough. But Watford are dire.
If teams like Arsenal and Leicester want to put kids out against us, we'll just beat what's in front of us.
Yeah. I'm in bed watching with the low volume and the missus.
The division below us.
Hang on, the missus is asleep and she just let out a massive fart. I don't mind. It's on my fucking neck.
That's nearly blowing
really
to me.
To wind up the Forest fans, Steve. Just say not as Forest.
No. They hate that. They hate that.
Hey, I ain't saying nothing. I'm being nice and respectful. Like, apart from Chris. Like, Chris, I'll just insult as much as I want.
Why change the habit?
Well, why not? You do it to me all the time.
Who's your manager at the moment, Des?
Steve Cooper. We got him from Swansea. He got Swansea to the playoffs twice and then fell out with the board.
Right.
And then he was out of work, and then Chris Hughton got the sack because he was shocking. And Steve Cooper came in, and we only lost one in 16, and then we lost the last 2. We had a bit of a sticky spell because we've got loads of injuries and COVID.
You're gonna get that. You gotta get that no matter what.
You're gonna lose some games, aren't you? Even if you're top of the league.
I must watch that. But yeah, you gotta get
that.
Games.
You lose a lot of games.
You gotta get that though, and it's like with Arsenal. Arsenal will get to about February or March, and we have a point. That's where we usually probably end up unstuck. Yeah, that's the usual point we do. So, and that's where we'll see if we can get top 4 or whether we can't. Don't forget, as much as we're putting for top 4, we're 4th right now. We still got to rely on what Tottenham and Man United are doing. They still got to lose a couple their games in hand. If they lose their games in hand, then we're in the driving seat. But if they don't and they get something out of them, or especially 3 points, then we are screwed.
No, well, Spurs goes ahead of us, but United don't.
Yeah.
United's quite behind. Like, even if they win their games,
If that says trust the process, you can get. Oh, get out here! I said to you, I am not trusting the process until we're in a title challenge. That's when the process has banged and worked. Right? It's not banged and worked. This Project Youth or Trust the Process is not banged and worked after we've beaten Norwich 5-0. This is the thing with our fan base, right? They'll get Arteta insexuals that come into my chat after we've bashed the hell out of Norwich, who are at the bottom of the league 5-0. And even at times in that game, we looked like we could have easily torn it apart. You know what I mean?
Could be worse. You could be Newcastle.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the only thing. I'm looking at the Championship and thinking, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate Forest are doing so well. But I look further down and see Derby, and I just wet myself.
But yeah, it's like after they get 5, we bang them 5-0, and they come in the chat saying the process is banged, the Project Youth is banged, right? You believe now, and I'm like, we just beat Norwich, who are at the bottom of the league. Are you mad? If you've done that to City, then I'll believe, right? But it's Norwich. We're supposed to do it against Norwich. No offence to Norwich, but we're supposed to. Did he? Of course you'd say that. Brendan Rodgers in.
Hey, we beat Liverpool and we got through the cup. So yeah, he's in at the moment.
So, but there you go. Anyway, we're gonna have to wrap it up there. Anyway, mate. Yeah, Chris, where can I find you?
Usually here with you at the moment, but at Leicester TID, as it says down there on Twitter, and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube. And as Stephen always says, make sure you give this channel a backing. He deserves all your backing. Make sure you give him a sub.
Yeah, please do.
I've followed you all, guys. I've followed you all today.
Yeah, thanks, mate. And like you said, there's his channel is in the link in the description below. It's in the chat. Marley, you all know where to find him, as he said earlier. It's on Football United TV. Make sure you follow the Reds podcast as well. Great channel as well. Follow Diego C. Palace on Twitter. Delboy Gunner TV. Make sure you subscribe to him. That's actually This Is Luca's Life, not Arsenal Vlogs, so go and subscribe to him. Right, and Andre Silva's not shit. Follow Jordan, and yeah, just so many other people to follow as well.
Jordan.
So make sure you do it all. Just sitting back listening. I'm cracking up. Yeah, man. But there you go. It would be for Kidminster to get. Yeah, but it would be good for them financially. Yeah, definitely good for Kidminster. So there we are. We're gonna have to wait and see what the draw is tomorrow, and that's why we're going up at 4:30, not 4:40, so that we can get that in as well. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for that 4:30 watch along for the game itself. Then we've got match reaction. Then we've got fan cams after that. So I don't know if you're free later on.
Tomorrow, guys.
I think so. I'm not sure, but I'll have to check.
I heard it's on Comedy Central, isn't it?
You're funny. Says you. Where are you at?
No, well, they couldn't afford to cover us, you know.
Yeah, they gave you the cheap seats.
Well, no matter what they look at thinking, well, what's going to be an upset?
We're on BBC One while you're on the red button.
Sorry?
We're on BBC One while you're on the red button.
Yes.
They couldn't afford you your channel.
Sorry, we didn't even get on the red button, so yeah.
But I don't know if you're later after the game, if you're free, you can do a fan cam after to give your thoughts. But yeah, make sure you all subscribe to DO Daily, as I said. Make sure you subscribe here. Also Chris and Marley. And we will be back tomorrow at 4:30 with the watch along. Until then, stay safe, stay well.